Welcome back here. It's that time once again. It's time for a Geek Sports Weekly here on Chaos TV. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I believe it was week number 5 is the last one we did. We skipped a week 6, and we're now here today on week number 7. Like I said, it has been a while. A lot has changed in the Han scene lately. Yesterday, the game went free to play, introduced 2 heroes such as the Monkey King as well as Drunken Master, 2 heroes that are very interesting. However, when it comes to this particular lineup in the game, those 2 heroes are not applied considering we're playing one of the older matches. So right now, we're going to start off with the Geek Sports week number 7, semifinal number 1. It is xQs versus BGDC, which is an interesting team to say the least. Let's take a look inside the game and see what's going on, and let's talk a bit about the hero picks that these 2 teams have decided to go forward to. So currently, we're looking at this at the screen. We currently have banned Silhouettes, Wild Soul, Bubbles, Chipper, Hellbringer, Plague Rider, Myrmidon, and Torture, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yes, those heroes are banned. So those are going to be not so much of an impact in the game, considering, well, we have Torture, who's been really used as a very strong mid-carry in combination with, say, Soul Stealer or something along those lines. Obviously, Plague Rider is a very, very strong support hero with his ultimate, can be absolutely devastating. Hellbringer, same story there. You can just single lane that one up. And then we got Chipper, who's a pretty good mid player. Bubbles, same thing there. Wild Soul, yeah, pretty much that, to be honest. Let me just check here. Yeah, Wild Soul, jungle hero and all that, and of course Silhouette. But this is pre-nerf Silhouette, so she's still fairly strong. So let's go and take a look at what kind of picks we're going to be seeing here. So far, we got a Slither, Behemoth, and Valkyrie lineup. Especially that Behemoth, very good to get those to wall in here. It was kind of like Empath's wall skill, but very nice. Good stun on that as well. On the other end, Magnus, a good initiator to say the least. Very interesting hero, very strong, especially in combination with that portal key. So we need to get a good farm, especially considering he's got those abilities to get a lot of farm early on in combination with Demented Shaman and potentially Pharaoh. So that right there is gonna give their team a very good setup. Let's see what we can get together if we just forward a little bit. Fade, interesting. Looks like it's going to be a mid-hero Fade versus possibly Polywalk Priest being picked as well. And it looks like it's going to be Bombardier. And that is all the teams lined up. So we're going to have ourselves a team of Fade, Aluna, Nymphora, Magnus, and Bombardier on xQs. They've got a single healer in there, obviously. Nymphora, very strong, can teleport around the map fairly quickly. With her ultimate, obviously, her health ability is very nice, which also doubles as a yes, I really don't need this. Go away, thank you. Oh, that. Apparently, I can't cycle anymore. That is interesting. So I just threw away this. This is okay. This is all new to me. All right, fair enough. The hell? Oh, okay. This is new stuff that is in my way. That's interesting already, but we'll have to see what kind of stuff we have going on here in the game because the guys over at yeah, we currently have Team Gold, etc. There's all new overlays being implemented into the game. So we'll have to see what kind of stuff is going to be employed here. As, we do have Team Vision now and all that. So XP a minute, hero damage, etc. Gold a minute damage. That's all very nice stuff that we can see here, spectate-wise. But we'll have to see who is going to go for middle lane, and we already looks like we're going to have a middle lane here with a little bit of a ganking, perhaps. Item-wise as well, it's going to be important to see who is going what. Nymphora with her Zeal, so she's looking to get a stun out. And maybe already an early stun on towards mid and try to get a cap early on. They have put a ward down. That right there is going to do... That's going to be fairly useful in general. But so far, not much yet. We got a potential third gang, a three-man gank. Zeal being popped on towards the Nymphora in combination with probably with Lava Surge. I was right. And a Luna. She hasn't picked her ability yet, so she still can do a three-way stun if needed. But they are looking to take down the Polly, who's in the middle. Gonna have difficulty there because they won't be able to gank him. There's gonna be a ward here as well, so they're both sides already looking interesting because they know exactly their Polly has a ward there, so they know where this party is going. And that right there is not going to help much because that will allow them to duke their attacks quite literally, and it's going to give the BC team a lot of advantage here, even though Kraken should have seen that coming. In combination with Zeal, Kraken gets out of there, pushes it away, should be able to survive this, barely gets out of there. We'll have to use this pot early on, but no ganks being popped off, even with Magnus already being pushed towards the tower early on. That right there is definitely looking very, very strong already. Already down bottom at the bottom with a gank. Fate already getting three-man already with Fisher coming in. This is not looking good at all. That is Fate down. And that right there is going to put the first kill in the hands of BC. With a score of 0-1. Meanwhile, the Polly is up versus the Bombardier, who's both been going up for mid in combination with Boom Dust. Boom Dust, very nice in combination with Sticky Bomb. Obviously, you throw your Boom Dust on towards your enemy, and then really just throw on an additional Sticky. And that right there is going to finish them off quite easily, even though right now we do seem to have this set of heroes looking to gank Bombardier. Are there any wards in the woods? Currently, it does not seem to be the case. Fade, in the meantime, looking to farm. Risky situation there. If you can get, if you can get Fisher off, then it's end the Fade. But she'll just have to walk that one back towards the tower, and they have to put a ward right outside of the range of the tower, so we'll be able to see where she is. They are looking to gank her again. Fisher. There we go. Finally on towards the Fade, and not gonna have much stuff about that because that Burning Shadow comes out just in time, and that right there is going to finish that party off. Very, very slow game so far. Not much going on. A couple of kills. Obviously, the ward placements are very, very nice. Especially this ward right here is very, very well done. And it really saved Polly early on into the game. And he's got himself a bottle already. The other hero, mid-hero, has got himself a bottle as well. So we got ourselves the Bombardier, who's gone for a lot of harassment already, even though in combination with Magnus here. Couple of boom busts going on there. Waiting, and that right there is going to blow that one to smithereens. Magnus is going to go down out of that one, though, which is a real shame. But the gank was a fact. And that right there is the important bit. Can't believe they changed his cycle. That's just ridiculous. How the hell am I supposed to cycle? They're still looking to get that tower. Polly, not really doing much because all this illusion Bombardier is gonna get himself a lot of experience if he can. He got 10 more seconds till the next rune comes up. Let's see where it is. As, for some reason, Fog of War is enabled. Let's just turn that off. As we got ourselves another illusion rune being popped off here, and it's gonna be on Magnus, and he will be calling out on towards the Bombardier as fast as he can, unless this. Fisher is too much. They need to get Magnus in there now. Just to get a stun in. They will, and Bombardier is safe. Slow call there. Unlucky. Even though we've looked away. A couple of deaths have already moved in. And finally we got we've got the Polly getting himself a little bit more strength on towards the bed. In the meantime, though, Fade, who is needing to get himself as much levels as he possibly can and then go in for the ganking when he can get a reflection on. And that right there is going to be very, very useful. I just realized that my overlay really blocks the behemoth overlay, even though Fade is in a little bit of problem. A little bit of trouble, my apologies. Not having the best of days, and Fade should be going down right now, unless, there we go. Fade is down, and that right there is gonna be curtains on that one. Still though, a lot of time to be had, and yeah, it looks like Bombardier is gonna come back to get himself some more strength. Or at least fill up his bottle. Let's see what we got item-wise as well. Not much interesting really at the moment. The only person that has boots is Behemoth right now. He does need himself to, just need to get himself a little bit of speed. As finally, yes, we do have boots on the Bombardier. There's really a question on who is running wards. Obviously, the support hero, designated support hero, is Nymphora in the middle and on the side. Oh, danger stuff there on the. Yeah, that Bombardier is dead. Nicely done. As the Spirit Wards will be a little bit too much. This Polly with a sublime little ultimate there. We'll take the Bombardier down and we'll get out of there with his hide intact. Gold per minute currently picked up by Valkyrie. No real surprise there. It's a really strong farming hero. Obviously, we got Kraken and Behemoth, two fairly slow melee arrows on the lower gold per minute. It's really nice that S2 has implemented these functions so we can actually talk about these kind of things, which is kind of nice. XP a minute, Bombardier still topping it off. Even though he died just now with only 50 gold remaining, and that right there is still going to slow him down slightly, and his ultimate is not up till another 23 minutes. But if you look at the rest of his team, it's really a little bit underdeveloped. Get 300 gold, 300 XP a minute there for Kraken, 300 XP for Polly, 300 for Valkyrie. On the other hand, 350 for Bombardier, and then finally Aluna, and then Fade. I think Fade would be a little bit higher up on the rankings, trying to get a little bit of her health. Magnus, pretty much predictable on that respect. It's not. It's a farming hero if you get Volcanic Touch on him, and that's right now it's not really the case. Is mostly the stun being built with Lava Storage as well as Steam Bath, probably in combination, trying to get his ulti up as soon as possible with a portal key. But how many gold does he have? 400 gold. So a lot of time to be had there. Damage-wise, Bombardier top damage, really to be expected. That mid hero, 25% of the entire team. He's got this cross-map ability of trying to get the bombs down. You can get the boom dust in, which is so much damage if you can get it in combination with the sticky bomb. And that right there is going to be so strong. In the meantime, though, we do have Slitter trying to. He's found off another Warrior Revelation. There's a lot of counter warding on back and forth and back and forth. So Bombardier is looking to be done again, and he's going to go down. Yeah, he will. His tongue. Oh, nope, just the standard attack will just do it. And that right there is going to give him a little bit more money. Oh, yeah, that works. Thank you. So that means I have to move this over to here. That works. Thank you. It's a good thing I've got this producer here. He knows everything I want. Well, almost everything I want. Fade, in the meantime, is looking very dangerous. Slitter right here with, yeah, that right there is going to be Impressed Toxicity being popped up in combination with Valkyrie trying to come in. Fade's still hanging out, just with Burning Shadows. She's just gonna hang out all the time, but she's gonna have to watch out because there's a warded ref right there. As soon as she moves out towards this area, she's pretty much screwed. She's not going to. She's just going for Valkyrie. Valkyrie being ganked, but yes, Nymphora comes in there with the Zeal, and that right there is gonna finish that one off. Statistics-wise, though, we still have Bombardier top on towards the rankings. Let's take a look here at gold per minute. It's now finally Aluna, who we haven't seen much throughout the game. Aluna, very simple build so far. Steam boots, very standard with intelligence, so as much mana regen as you possibly can. And that right there with Emerald Red, as well as Power Throw, is going to give her so much strength. And again, it does look like Bombardier is in a bit of a pickle. He's trying to do this again, and he's almost died there for the third time. Does manage to get himself the kill on towards the Polly. Going after the Behemoth. Behemoth should be able to get away. He will. He does have himself a mana battery. And he gets himself the kill on on Behemoth as he tries to get away from the tower with bombardment. But yeah, it's interesting to see right here. Gold per minute wise, we have Oluna getting away. 1,800 gold on her. She'll have a lot of potential later on. It's not really a very item-dependent hero, but with that much gold, you can do so much. Let's see what she's going to be doing. She's going to go for... doesn't look like she's going to be building Hellflower or anything like that. She has an activation. She has an Homecoming Stone just in case she needs to engage. If I can manage to get free. From these heroes. Still, though, in the meantime, Fade looking pretty damn nifty. Still going around. She's been drained a little bit. Nothing really wrong there. But, yeah, but in combination with Oluna, very strong with that additional attack speed. And we'll be able to get Valkyrie down. No, not just yet, because she managed to get the hell out of there. Did manage to get Slither down. And a double tap, on the other hand, at the same time, did go on My Doom. That is Polly, who managed to get a kill in with those wards. Getting himself a double tap, taking both Nymphora as well as Bombardier out. And Bombardier is really not looking too good at all. Still has 30 seconds to go here on towards his ult, but it does look like this tower is going to go down at this rate. It is deniable. If Nymphora is smart, then she'll try to deny it. Yeah, there we go. That tower is going to be denied. And that right there is pretty much it. Bombardier once again being targeted as number 1 on towards Polly. Polly is still 30 seconds to go from his ulti. If he can run around long enough, he may be able to do something here, but it's definitely looking interesting. Valkyrie, on the other hand, has finally managed to get her to get some momentum going gold-wise. 325 gold per minute is really substantial, and you will be looking to see her Frostburn or something along those lines to be built somewhere in the near future, just to kind of additional damage on her, because that's really the bread and butter of Valkyrie. Just being able to chase, getting a little bit of boost on towards your friends, etc., etc. In the meantime, another engagement going on. Nymphora being heavily attacked. Let's see whether or not Polly can take her down. She will be able to take her down. That ultimate really did not pop in towards the Bombardier in time, as they did try to go out for the wards around it. Oh, absolutely sublime ultimate there from the Bombardier. Taking both the Slither down, the Behemoth down, and the Polly down. Very strong. And that right there has put Bombardier right back up on towards the experience a minute. 500 XP a minute. He's now already at level 10 compared to, say, the rest of the team. We got ourselves a... Let's see how many creep kills he actually has. Yeah, 56. He's really getting ahead. Gold will be pretty strong. On the other hand, 43 on towards the Polly, as well as Kraken doing very strong as well, trying to get himself a little bit of farm. But he is currently down. And he's trying to get himself a Helmet of the Black Legion, but that's just a little bit too much time to do anything on that one. Still. Polly really trying to get as much onto him as he possibly can. Because level-wise, currently, there's a lot of very high leveling going on, but Bombardier is really getting ahead of himself, and he's just about to finish off his first real item. That is going to be, and now I have to cheat a little bit. It does happen every once in a while. Yeah, Gnomes. So he needs to get more mana on him. Normally, you'd probably go for a Null Stone on him, but currently not really focused on towards that particular item. This tower is really being forced up as well, but there's 4 up here. And there we go, initiation on its way. deal coming in. Slither being primary. Oh, nicely done on that ultimate with the power throw. In combination, Valkyrie looking very, very bad as well. Should be able, Fate should be able to get her. We're about to find out. Yeah, there she goes. Fate goes down. Aluna will be able to take down Kraken as well at this rate, unless Magnus. No, Magnus is going to get the hell out of there with a lot of healing going on with Fate. Taking that one down. The tower is going to... Oh! Bombardier taking down Polly, but the tower is pretty much dead. This right here is going to put the gold per minute up for Aluna up to 356. And that right there is really putting things in towards a bit of a pickle. Because, well, gold per minute, if you look at the other team, they're two high elite players. The Valkyrie, the Polly, and the Kraken are currently down. And they're about 100 gold behind. Currently, it's just keeping on pushing and pushing and pushing. That right there is just going to be so annoying. Bombardier, at the same time, still doing 25% of all the hero damage for the xQs team. With N4 not doing ult too much at all, but that was pretty much to be expected. Gold-wise, well, we just had that conversation, and experience per minute, yeah. xQs is really starting to get ahead of the game. Especially if we consider team gold, team experience currently. It's just very... Yeah, currently it's just very, very slated towards their general direction. We'll have to see how they're going to be able to deal with that situation as soon as they can. But the towers are still down. The xQs team, though, are still looking very, very strong. Let's take a look at the items once again. Strider's Tablet of Command. Thought they would go for gnomes there, but Tablet of Command works as well. On the other hand, Helmet of the Black Legion is still not done on Kraken, and he's still a little bit away from that. On the other hand, Valkyrie finally managed to get her boots as well as Alchemist Bones. On the other hand, the rest of the team doesn't really have anything whatsoever. Ultimate comes in for the Valkyrie. They're looking to initiate. Still nothing there. A little bit of an awkward initiation there, not having hit anything whatsoever. That ult is really going to ruin the situation. Power throw. No, for a second he was going to go for the power throw, but Lightning will have to do it instead. And this means that we're all back at the bottom of the map once again. Bit of a big team fight once again. Nymphora being targeted on. There come the Voodoo Wards as the ultimate once again from the Bombardier. Does it all the way. But the entire team being completely annihilated except for Valkyrie, who at the last, well, yeah, she was all the way back over at the fountain. And you know what? xQs should have this tower quite easily. There you go. That tower is toast. And now it's time for yet another push. Should have more than enough time. Well, the beam just came on. It's just the Polly who is the only person to worry of. But so far, this is not looking good at all for the BG team. At all. For some reason, I managed to keep my camera locked. I'm not quite sure what the new hotkey is. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, E. Okay, fair enough. That works. Still, though, with Fate going around trying to roam in and maybe looking to get Valkyrie here. Yes, she will. And wow, in combination with Codex is really going to ruin that day, as well as Slither. No, not enough mana on that one. But yeah, we will have Nymphora with the Grace of the Nymph on Fate very, very quickly. But that Codex, again, such a strong ability. On the other hand, we have, yeah, Polly being pretty much rude. Oh, what a great ulti there by Polly. Should be able to get him down, and he will. Very nicely done, but in the meantime, oh, Polly almost going down towards that sticky bomb. On the other hand, another Slither kill coming in. But Fate in a rock and a hard place will be taking them down. Ult coming in though, Magnuson a little bit down the late end. As again, the Admiral Lightning coming in as well from the Luna. Such late play on that one. But it is going to give the other team a little bit of a chance. Luna has managed to build herself a Hellflower, and it's really going to be able to mute anybody on the enemy team, and that's going to be Polly. Polly is going to be primaried every single moment possible. It's really interesting. I like these new overlays that S2 has implemented, especially now the game is free to play. So there's a lot of different ways we can apply this technology. New stuff being implemented, and it is pretty likable, to say the least. As apparently I somehow managed to. There we go. Okay, so R does that. In the meantime, though, gold per minute is again a Luna 400. That Hellflower at 20 minutes is really going to help out. And she's going to be able to farm so quickly. And at this point, it's really a question, what on earth is xQs doing that is not allowing them to finish the game? Because they should be able to get more towers at this point. They're playing very casually. Not having any problems whatsoever, taking it slow. Just generally slow play. Again, it does look like we've got ourselves Luna and Amphora as well as the Magnus inside the jungle, looking to push forward. Yeah, they're on towards this tower right here. Zeal, yeah. Ooh, I can zoom out even more now. Okay, that's new. Yeah, this tower is pretty much toast. Even though Magnus currently is waiting to get a couple of kills in, but it's not going to happen at this rate. Whoa! Instant TP right to the bottom lane. Very quick play right on top towards the... Yeah, that right there is going to be a really dead Polly. Very nice coordination there on the... On towards the teleport. Sublime play once again. They should be able to teleport quite quickly over. Are they going to move in? Are they going to do anything there? No, because it looks like they're going to be focusing on this tower right now. This one right here. I'll zoom in a little bit. Give you guys a little bit something to look at, obviously. Still, though, goal per minute. Again, well, Bombardier slowly but steadily getting ahead of the game when it comes to Luna. Valkyrie at 274, so low. And another tower is going to be toast very soon. They even put a ward down right there in order to make sure they can see what the hell is going on as soon as his tower is dead, which is a little bit showcasing that they don't actually want to, yeah, really focus themselves on towards that tower. XP a minute, yeah. The Bombardier is way ahead, and even the even the Fade has managed to get himself a little bit into the game. What level is that Codex? Just level 1. New coming in, Codex coming in. Ooh, unlucky. Luna almost managed to get himself a kill out of that one as well, with Valkyrie barely getting out of that. But it looks like we're going to see Fade buying another level on towards our Codex. I think. Oh, she's actually upgrading an item. She's just managed to, build herself the boots a little bit. Still, though, she has the money. Well, she had the money for a little while. She just bought a couple of toys. Going for a Codex level 2 is slightly interesting, to say the least. Another engagement on the verge of going underway. Tower once again being primaried, and it's all going to be up around this one. We're going to keep an eye on us on these stats as much as we can throughout this matchup. Using the courier as much as possible for a little bit of scouting around, and they know that Magnus is right there, but he has the He has the PK as well, so he will be able to ult himself into that. But look at this, 23 to 12, with team goal being so much more in the favor of the xQs team. And we got 34 minutes into the matchup. A little bit of a dull moment currently. It's a lot of defensive situation going on there. Players, yeah, Creeps just tick down the Ward of Revelation. That's interesting. Goal-wise, even though Aluna's still, again, ahead so much. And even Polly, on the other hand, who's probably trying to build himself something of interest. I would not be surprised if it's what I think what it is. Yeah, I could be trying to build a staff, but probably a little bit too late and too far away, especially if you consider how much farming he has been doing throughout this matchup. And there we go, ultimate comes in, and the engagement is en route. The first one is already in. The ultimate from Magnus comes out, and the ultimate from Bombardier as well. Not many kills coming in, though. Voodoo Ward not having too much fun whatsoever. Slitter being primaried, but Magnus already down. Oh dear, it's really ending up sour. It is just Fade remaining, and she is being chased. Here comes Magnus. Needs to get her Shadows up. 4 seconds before Shadows is ready. 2, 1, or Lava Surge ready. Oh, unlucky. That Javelin should have hit, though. Ooh, Aluna comes in to save the day, and she's just going to take Valk down like it's nobody's business, and almost Kraken as well. That would have been interesting, to say the least, if that had actually come together to something. Fade, in the meantime, does manage to play extremely strongly. Again, this goal per minute. There you have it. Aluna showing them how it is done. And the hero damage has moved on from Bombardier towards Aluna a little bit, and Fade has dropped off towards the center. But 27 to 16 kills is just so huge. It's not even funny. We could possibly be looking at Polly buying a new item the next couple of minutes, but Aluna in the meantime still getting a lot of items as well. So much gold on her. I have no problem whatsoever. Maybe even trying to get herself a Shamans if she wants to for that magic damage from this guy right here. From Polly. What can you do? A lot of wards again. Slitter knows, yeah, there's a... Zenith knows that it is so important to keep those wards going up, but the focus is once again being pushed on towards right here because Magnus is gonna go down. See, the thing right now is that Slitter most likely, oh, unlucky on towards that one. Ultimate does come off, and Aluna is gonna get down because at least that Kraken comes in. That right there is going to spell the end of that. And this is really what the BG team should be doing. Just trying to isolate these heroes, taking them one by one, and inch yourself slowly but steadily back into the game. That's really priority, even though Behemoth almost managed to get out of there and getting himself his ultimate off. And it does look like, yeah, Bombardier is going to take... Oh. Waity. Is not going to get out of there. Bombardier takes down the Polly, and it's even looking even interesting, even though Kraken could be taking down Bombardier right here. If he managed to get the hell out of there, I doubt he will. He's got himself the bottle. Kraken's not having too much luck whatsoever. Can't get their wave off. Oh, unlucky there. But the Lava Surge is too much, and that right there is going to spell the end of Magnus at this rate. Does get Bombardier down with the ultimate from Slitter being popped off. Kraken, oh, actually managed to take Magnus down. And that right there is once again giving the opportunity to the Hellborn team to start pushing on towards these towers. And that right there is going to be priority.
Let's check it out.
We're actually seeing XP per minute moving up towards Kraken as well. And he's got himself the Helmet of the Black Legion. He's got himself the headdress. He's got himself an eye, so Fate can't go anywhere, anytime. The item built on the Hellborn side is still fairly underdeveloped. We still haven't seen Polly buy anything with that hoard of gold that he has. Oh, wait up, wait up, wait up. Way elite. All right. On the other hand, Fate, and he still has himself a codex. But what level is it? Is what I'm wondering right now. Just level 1. So maybe in the near future, she could be thinking about upgrading that towards the next level in order to get that additional damage out, just to make sure that nobody can get away. On the other hand, Bombardier, well, what can you say? Building null. Has Blessed Orb currently. Has 2,100 gold and is looking to get the next stage of his build. Now he's obviously quite squishy. His farm is just sublime. Look at that. That's just insanity. In the meantime, just managed to miss herself a little bit of a gank. Nymphora is going to go down here again. And now, all of a sudden, it is a bit of a comeback situation. We haven't seen any kills whatsoever from the QSQ team and the XQS team in a while. And it's starting, and the DDR team is really starting to inch back towards to tie it all back up. Especially with Valkyrie right here. He's got himself Frostburn. We'll have to TP back towards the base just to get himself a little bit of mana and a little bit of item. And perhaps defend the base a little bit, but still. We're still looking at a bunch of heroes who are being countered by something simple as an eye on Kraken. Now, Kraken's got himself 1,700 gold, and there's nothing Fate can do about this. She will constantly die, even when she's trying to get away with the shadows. So that is pretty much be that. Even gold per minute wise, let's take a look at that. Yeah, Kraken is still a little bit behind Luna ahead of the pack. She got herself about 800 gold. Looking to upgrade the stuff again. Again, a little bit of a lull situation. Let's take a look at these stats once again. Well, we've got Dust even now on okay, so we got Nymphora with Dust. So every single time Valkyrie does her ult, she will be able to dust the heroes involved, which is a good thing. So you'll be able to see those. It looks like we got ourselves another engagement about to get on the way. Or are we going to go for Kong? Doesn't look like it's the case, even though BDR are using the courier just to keep an eye on towards Kong as much as they possibly can. And again, Fade still hasn't upgraded her codex. Item that gave her so much ability early on in the game, even though Kraken has seen her. And, whoa, yeah, that right there is going to be the end of Fate once again. But the ult does come in. Magnus will be able to take that one out, getting himself 2 in a row. And, yeah, Kraken's going to go down on that one as well. It looks like somebody's got themselves a staff. Interesting. I could have. Well, yeah, here we go. Coldress Sheepseek on the Bombardier, taking down Magnus early on, leaving only Kraken remaining in the game. Kraken and Valkyrie, respectively. There's still the pushes out towards his tower, but it gets denied. Unlucky. So far, the game is not really being pushed back and forth, as suddenly my preview screen has gone off. But again, It's just Magnus, a little bit of farm there. Aluna still ahead of the game. Kraken still ahead. Damage is still levied off the Bombardier slightly with Aluna with 13%, but for the rest, yeah, not too much. I like these stats. They're kind of StarCraft-ish. Magnus, in the meantime, is going to have a lot of gold again. Looking to get himself yet another amazing item to work with. Oh, we got ourselves a TP. Right on top of the map. And it looks like it's going to be a gank right here onto Polly. Nicely done. Completely and utterly annihilated with Behemoth trying to come in. We'll see a Fisher on that one. We don't know just yet, but they are going to go for the intercept. And they could have potentially gone for Fade there, but not much luck. But the gank is once again a fact. The score 34-35, slowly but steadily getting themselves back into the game. We are currently 45 minutes in. I'm quickly going to need to swap out my mouse because apparently some stuff is going on here that is currently not working at all. Magnus again. Oh, nice. You actually physically wrap the mouse in. That doesn't work. That doesn't help at all, does it? And now I've missed the team fight. Thank you, producer. Yeah, thank you for that great idea you had. My apologies for that. Could probably actually go back a little bit, but the Poly just went down in combination with the Slither and the Bombardier, actually. And we got ourselves another gang team fight coming out. It's Kraken is going to go down with Magnus being able to push it together with Nymphora as well as Aluna. Been a while, guys. I've done this commentary, and finally we've got ourselves a Kong. Kong being primaried for what he's worth. But is it going to be enough time? Is there any way the BG team can see this happening? It doesn't look like the case because, you know what, Fate absolutely annihilates the Behemoth right there. Still with that level 1 Codex, not getting too many items on that one. And still having himself a power supply to boot. But look at that. That Kong is just absolutely melting. Lava Surge will lead the rest. Magnus a little bit low, but what can you do? Kong is going to go down. Ooh, Slither. They know he's there, but Slither. Slither trying to get the Kong kill. Wards in there is really not going to help you too much, to be honest. There, mate. Yeah, XP a minute. Well, we slowly but steadily see Valkyrie coming back on that as well. It's pretty decent. Slither dying once again. And for all the momentum that the team managed to get early on, it's just interesting to see that all of a sudden we see, yeah, the QSQ team getting their momentum back again as well. Just keep on pushing back, even though the GG, oh, right on top of the Poly. That's not going to help because the dust comes in, and that right there is going to be a very, very dead Poly. Still managed to survive, though. Surprised about that. Having no health whatsoever to come out of that. Codex still on level 1. See what Bombardier is up to. Get himself Cauldras. As xQs once again looking to push forward into the center of the base. Take a look at these items once again. Ooh, Frostwolf Skull actually on the Valkyrie. Kraken with a warp left. On the other hand, not seeing too much Everybody's got himself vestments, which makes perfect sense versus Aluna as well as Bombardier. So we can always use this a little bit more overview to see what is going on. But yeah, right now we have the DG team holding back in the middle of the base, but currently there's as much they can do. Again, Aluna, long range with that staff, getting in so much damage on whatever the creeps are doing right there. But even level-wise, level 17, 19, 13, 15, 19, versus 13, 19, 18, 14, 13. Though we are looking to see yet another kill coming out here. Yeah, there it is. Fade dying horribly in that one. In combination with the Kraken as well as Rudawart. It's a fairly expensive ordeal right there, if you ask me. Again, looking to take down. Oh, Bombardier managed to dodge the Fisher. With Magnus bound to go down. Especially if you consider that Frostwolf Skull will be so strong as well. Looking to get himself another kill on towards Mara Bombardier. Is she going to get the leap? Is she going to get the leap? Is she going to get the leap? No, she should have gone for the Javelin. Will be able to stun the Bombardier, try to get out of there. Managed to get himself fairly fast removed from the match. All of a sudden, my replay button has been removed. But even though currently in towers, only 5 towers remaining for the BG team. So again, a TP coming in from Nymphora, looking to engage on towards Kraken. Not gonna happen. He does have his eye. You'll be able to see so much as Valkyrie being primary. The skull, that Frostwolf Skull is really a problem. Oh, again, such a great ultimate right there on towards Nymphora. This Polywog is going to go down at this rate unless Valkyrie can come in to take the kill down on towards Aluna, who's trying to get away. A lot of these abilities plowing in. Need to see an ult from Bombardier at some time in the near future unless you want to survive. Oh, amazing ult, and there's the ult from Bombardier as well. We'll be taking out that one, and the token has been used, but we'll be able to. Yeah, Bombardier is going to get the hell out of there. Still has got his Coldres. And that there is going to spell the end of that little adventure. Wondering where my replay went, though. This new interface is just interesting. It's different. It's just time to get used to, I guess. But it is wailing in on towards the defense tower right now. Even shrunken head on towards Aluna. Couple of dust, etc., etc. Even if we look at the skill death ratios as well, Aluna with 13-3 and Bombardier at 14-7 compared to, well, single digits on the entire BG team, who are currently at 24-29. That right there is just going to give so much impact on towards that. This XQs team could just push easily right up to the ranks, right up to the barracks, and just take him out if they really wanted to. But so far, they haven't actually focused on towards that possibility. I'm really curious whether or not this codex from is finally higher than level 1. No, it's still not on towards anything higher. Maybe if it was Voodoo Jester, sure, I'd understand if it was only a level 1 codex, but sure. Maybe you want to try to upgrade that a little bit. Fade once again needs to watch out. Kraken is right there, and he does have himself. There it is. Trying to get the hell out of there. Not going to happen, even though the Slither is there with the acid spray. Health comes in, and Infora saves the day. And Fade is relieved to get out of that one. My apologies if I am yawning. In fact, I spent most of the day in Amsterdam, which is ironically about 15 minutes away from here. At least the city center. If you want to get to the outskirts of Amsterdam, it's about crawling out of the door and you're pretty much there. That is the truth, because I never lie. No, Magnus has got himself Storm Spirit. Maybe to disable a couple of these enemies as they try to come in. Probably something along the line of the poly, but there's just so many abilities that the xQs team already has that they can use to really take anybody out on the other team. They got themselves the stick. They got themselves Sheep Stick. They got themselves a stun on towards a Luna. They got themselves a stun on towards the Nymphora. Obviously, there's Lava Surge from Magnus. Bombardier, well, he's got himself the stick, as I said. So basically adding an additional stun towards the entire team, which is not so much a stun, but it does take out the enemy player out of the equation for a little while. I'm just really curious right now. They're just farming and farming and farming. Not really getting anything out of this. Slowly but steadily getting it. Trying to just get ahead, but it's just not much they can do at this point. Well, except for winning, because that's really the easiest bit they have got lined up right now. Of course, we got 2 more matches for today. We also have the other semifinal, which also is played. And, well, there you have it. Yeah, well, let's everybody lock off our shrunken heads, because, well, there's not much else we can do. Ultimate comes off, doesn't really hit anything. There's the spray. Magnus is going to go down out of that one. But will Kraken survive? I doubt he will, because he's been Frost Wolf Skulled to little bits. Fade is going to go down in that one as well. Ultimate seeing in from Behemoth, not going to happen. Bombardier won't be able to do anything unless he can get his... nope, should not have turned around. His Sheep Stick was actually done. And that right there is going to make it really, really interesting. The stupid thing is that a Luna right here should be able to take this one down. No, going to go down. And that right there is going to be a complete and utter genocide. But 3v5 with a leftover is not going to give you too much room to push, especially if your Valkyrie is as low as she is right now. She does have herself Frostwolf. She does have herself the Alchemist Bones, which is basically 2 additional... yeah, it's basically 2 gauntlets, really, 2 attack speed items stacked on top of one another, as well as Geos, and that right there is going to give herself essentially 3 versions of herself stacked on top of one another. Poly, in the meanwhile, has respawned. Will be able to continue his spree of destruction. Not really getting himself many items there recently. Let's see how many gold he's racking into per minute. Yeah, really, all that, not that much. 169. That is rather low. Experience-wise, he's actually fallen down quite a bit with Aluna, who was on top for the longest time, and now all of a sudden we're seeing a Valkyrie who was so strong. Who was running really, really good early game, but now late game, absolutely dominating anybody nearby. 605 experience a minute, gold per minute. Yeah, 400 gold per minute. That is just astounding. Even which is funny, considering his hero damage overall is only 7%. How many kills are we looking at here? 10 to 5, which is fairly decent. Even the building's mostly been taken down by a Luna with 15%. No, actually, I apologize, I'm lying. It's actually the Bombardier with 17%, doing most of the damage on the buildings. 22% even. I was looking at hero damage. But in the meantime, another ultimate coming in from Bombardier. This is really his projection from across the map. Saving from Nymphora. Nymphora is going to go down. She's in the late game, so she's pretty much useless at this point, especially if everybody's walking around with shrunken heads. And even Bombardier is going to go down out of this one. We're going to see an ult out of that one into the team. Oh, nice on with the tablet of command. But will it be enough? And yes, it will, because Behemoth is down. Tablet of command used up so usefully. And even Fade is looking to go down. Where's the Kraken being released? Right on top of the engineer, who's got himself shrunken head. Needs to get the hell out of there. Whoa, a great stun there. And Bombardier needs to get... didn't get the hell out of there in time. Especially if we consider Valkyrie was right there and on the verge of using Call and ending that one as well. And now they're going for Kong, and the tables have been turned. The tables have been turned completely. 48 versus 49. An annihilation, a genocide for the xQs team. A team that was doing so well early game, and now all of a sudden finds himself at the mercy of the other team. Polly's still standing. Kraken's still standing. Valkyrie is still standing. And it's time to push some towers, baby. Because this party is just started. Still, though, they seem to be more interested in trying to get these creeps down. Trying to defend their towers. Obviously, they haven't lost any. No, they haven't lost any base towers and/or racks at all. So that right there is just gonna give them time, with their creeps not being too outclassed currently. Magnus, same time, not really building anything. Nymphora still running wards. Pretty much to be expected. Frostwolf's Skull finally now on Luna as well, in combination with that Hellflower. We'll be able to shut up anybody that comes near. And Valkyrie's level 25. Level 25 Valkyrie. And all she is going to do now is, oh, Savage Mace. So much damage, as well as cracking straight. An additional 100 damage on every 35%. So every 1 in 3 in combination with that attack speed. She's essentially attacking 4 times a second, so that's an additional 100 damage, physical damage, right on top of your little noggin every single time, every single second she hits. And that right there is something you do not want to be on the receiving end of. It's really crunch time for xQs. They need to pull off a perfect attack. They've got a ward. They know what is up. They know who's where. Fade is out by herself. Does Kraken still have his eye? Yes, he does. All he needs to do is walk slow. Oh, that's the wrong button. All she needs to do is walk right on top of here. And that will be the end of Fade. Oh, Fade spotted. Oh, nice dodge on the javelin. TP comes in. But the Kraken's being released, and Nymphora again going down, being ulted upon. Kraken looking to go down. No, it's not going to happen because, well, Kraken being an eye, and there it is. Legion is going to concede at this rate. Is it actually going to happen? After such a long time of being ahead, xQs is throwing in the towel. What a surprise. They were ahead for so long. They had more kills, but they just see that it's no longer possible to do anything against this onslaught that is, wow, the BGDC, the BG team. Very, very well played. We're going to go for a quick break, and then we'll come back to give you the next semifinal here from Chaos TV on the Geek Sports Week 7. So don't go anywhere.